the 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Vulcan, Michigan, weighing 320 pounds, Frank the Crank.
Second match in a Legacy number 10, and we're getting visited here by Frank Crank, looking none too pleased. I'm not a this new persona.
Oh, stop it. Frank's a little cranky, and he needs to be. The good guy persona got him nowhere. He was on the outside looking in. He got cranky. He's back in the RWA, and he's getting wins under his belt, which is what he needs. Why is there a clown in the audience?
I don't know, but I heard something about drinking some radioactive water, and that's why now he's like got some really bad IBS, and he's a miserable prick because of it.
I mean, I don't know where you get your information from, but I got a clown sitting next to me right now, commentary.
What?
You're a clown, Rossi.
Knock it off, will you?
From the Karoga, weighing 191 pounds, the Riot, Kellan, Thomas.
Now here's a fella that I've had a good history of seeing throughout the region of New England.
I was going to say you had your eye on him. That's just like you, the scout weird dudes. But it's whatever, because you know what this is? This is unfinished business, unsettled scores. Legacy 8, the team of Cranking Amazing versus the team of DUI. Had a great tag team match. Cranking Amazing beat DUI by underhanded means. This is settled score. One half of DUI, Riot, Kellan, Thomas. The other half of Cranking Amazing was Mr. Frank the Crank.
All right. Well, let's see if they'll actually get their karmic justice here tonight at Thayer Arena. I mean, in my opinion, you got to live in the now. You've got this wrestling match. You've got this event looking at you in the face. Never mind what happened at Legacy 2 years ago. That doesn't matter.
I completely agree. I'm looking for Frank the Crank to kick the head off of Riot, Kellan, Thomas. You want to know why?
Why is that?
Because he's got tassels on his tights.
I can actually abide by that. Any man who has tassels on his tights deserves to die a slow, painful death.
I completely agree. I'm glad you're seeing it my way now, you joke.
And I would say, matter of fact, once we're done killing him, let's leave his carcass impaled in front of their arena and let the birds pick at it a little while.
As a warning to anyone else who wants to wear tassels into my wrestling ring.
Absolutely.
Damn it.
Note sarcasm here. Ladies and gents, second match underway. Kellan Thomas trying to chop down the giant sequoia of Frank the Crank.
He's going to have to use his speed and quickness, because if he ever gets caught by Frank the Crank and gets in his grasp, he's going to rip him apart limb from limb. I, for one, enjoy that. I love human suffering.
You've noted this on several occasions. I'd like to see if all of our competitors here can leave, walking out instead of being carried out, but that's just me being the optimist. Big swing and a miss.
Telegraph that too much. Hey, you can't whip him in that big. I'm sorry.
And Kellan Thomas goes Frank the Crank and is setting himself over the top rope and outside of the ring.
Using his own momentum to his advantage. Dare I say we're going to have a classic dive spot here. Not so fast, sorry.
Frank the Crank saw that coming. Talk about telegraphs. We've got telegraphs and telegrams and forearms being thrown about here.
Oh, you send me a moneygram.
I am not sending you a dime.
It's okay. RWA is paying me a handsome salary to deal with your crap.
Frank the Crank now's got Thomas on his shoulders.
Again, telegraphing it. Ooh. That hurts.
Moonsault. Beautifully done, taking Frank the Crank out the game. And Kellan Thomas now still has the upper hand in this matchup. It was looking shaky there for the first minute or so.
Again, using his speed and quickness to his advantage. Also his elusiveness as well.
Cover.
That ain't gonna get it done. Not now. Not with Frank the Crank. I'm sorry.
Honestly, a guy that size, I would try to submit him. I would try to isolate one of his knees, and then go from there.
I have to work the back. Oh, man.
Bleeding his clock with that one.
With authority. He almost took his head off right there. You almost got your wish, Rossi.
Clubbing blows to the back sends Thomas to the mat.
Just look at Kellan's face. Writhing in pain and anguish. I love this.
I'm not a fan of that, but I am a fan of this back and forth action that's going on.
Back and forth right now. There's going to be a grease spot where Kellan Thomas was once he gets squashed by Frank the Crank.
Thomas not so fast to get up to his feet. Frank the Crank goes for a body slam. And you can tell just how hot it is in this arena tonight, folks. These guys are already heavily fatigued.
I think the jaw of Kellan Thomas just went into the third row. It's a souvenir for one lucky fan.
That is a terrible way to end up outside of the ring. Seriously.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
You would.
I do.
Frank the Crank thrown into the ring post.
Mush first.
Check his chiclets.
Chiclets?
Yes.
I'll give you a candy at a time like this. Where's he going?
Kellan Thomas from the getting the head of steam, but gets stopped. Frank the Crank just throws him back in the ring by his throat. He's showing that size advantage that he has.
And the power game.
Seriously.
Oh, here comes Frankenstein. Come on. Kick his head off. Do it. There's the wizard right there. The knee to the jaw. And both men are now down. Kellan's got to get some wind back.
I think both Frank the Crank might be seeing some scars as Kellan Thomas has had a heavy strike based on.
I mean, he really can't out-wrestle him right now. You can't pick him up. He's got to out-quick him. Like I've been saying for the entire match. Obviously, you're not taking any notes.
No, Dozer, I'm not taking notes on your commentary, sir.
Man. I wasn't listening. I was watching the knee to the back of the neck.
Still not enough to put the big man down for the count.
Got Frank reeling right now. He needs to capitalize. Create some more space and opportunity.
Kellan goes to the high knee. Kick to the gut.
Crankshaft. That's got to be it. Oh, my God.
No.
The ref was completely out of position.
You think?
I mean, look at him. He's out of shape, out of position. He's probably out of a job.
Maybe.
He was probably gassed too. You're probably right there.
Off the ropes.
Pele kick. Oh, man.
Cover.
A modified black hole slam right there off the Pele kick, which didn't seem to rock Frank the Crank much. How do you wrestle a guy this big? I mean, you can kick him at his knees, you can claw at him, paw at him, you can do whatever you want, try to outquick him, but when you get in his grasp, he's going to throw you and you're going to land hard.
I would agree, honestly. I would have no chance whatsoever wrestling this big dude, but you.
Oh!
A jump, and it was just a kick up to the side.
Again. What do you do from here, though? Why would you let him get to his feet? I don't understand this at all. Oh, my God. The power.
And that enough to take.
I would call that a crucifix bomb, but whatever. I And look at that. He lifted him up. He hoisted him up. The big man, over 300 pounds, over 6 feet tall, hoisted him up. And that still wasn't enough. Corkscrew moonsault did not hit the mark. Oh! Frankenstein, 1, 2, 3, and that's all she wrote. Hey, I got my wish. He got his head kicked off.
I have got to tip my hat to Frank the Crank.
You're not wearing a hat, though.
Huh?
You're not wearing a hat.
It's just a form of expression. Anyway, Frank the Crank really toughing it out as Kellan Thomas threw everything he had to him. Such a heavy strike-based offense, mostly isolated the head and shoulders, tried to take him out at the knees. Nothing worked. The big cranky man stands tall with his hand raised in victory.
Stay cranky, baby. Stay cranky.
Folks, this and so much more action to follow as we move on into our legacy card. We've got a championship title match. That's later on. And we've got some scores to settle as various grudges will be addressed here at Thayer Arena.
Can I punch you in the face?
No. Let's save that for another day, Mr. Dozer. Let's save that for another day. Let's get ready for some hype championship action.